Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Tea Time. Albenyadi ngamubi kontong, ngalbe kontong let wularo benyadi fotiri bulole mba. Nke wularo benyadi fotiri bulole. Ngal kontong, welcome back to another Tea Time. Albe mune kuto. Share the program. Our program will share. Alingala mojali bala domanding. Then we will proceed. We will proceed. Albenyadi, what's new? Share the program. Gambia, sama benyadi. Sama be duri nere. Dulado le jada. Yundom. Oh, Gambia is so sad. Gambia balafa warta. Gambia on the Aramabaro, A balafa warta baba. Yes, Kekendo, you have your tea. What kind of tea do you want? So I can serve it hot. So we can serve it hot. A program will share. Allah share. Okay, here it is. I'm going to finish it, but I'm botting on it. Yeah, Kiankol, they are not very good with technology. And we need to Kiankol Sita, forcing somewhere totally sometimes. What's up, Gambia? What's up? Albemunekuto. So share the program. We will start with congratulating all the since, like I always say. So we will start with congratulating all the councillors, nominated councillors of West Coast, Brikama Area Council. As usual, the UDP platform. So anything UDP goes, we will celebrate our UDP. Anything goes, So congratulations, Abubakar Siddiq Jammeh, Councillor for Business people out there. Congratulations, Sirifo Bayo Sonko, not Sirifo Sonko, musicology de. Mpo Sirifo Sonko le kabirate botakia mansibiala mobukala kumomoy. Did anyone hear about Sirifo? Abemune kuto. Munana tota general bantoki because ngamira Arambaroka special positional creator. Yeah, I hope Alto Gamen Musul Menkata talkie. Nobody will contact Sirifo musicology Sonko because ni wanted. I make a fat dialogue as in a He's in talking. Oh, I feel sorry for the women that are going to talk it. More can I see for contact? Near contact for need. Aliaro na bali nyini caramel. About nyini caramel. So congratulations to all the nominated councillors that were sworn in yesterday. Ngane ko mufulale man swear in yesterday for some reason or the other. Good evening, table. There were 2 females that were not sworn in yesterday. But inshallah, if they swear in Lale, there is nothing, absolutely nothing NPP can do to stop them from being sworn in and represent us. Yes. When I say us, I'm part of West Coast because my company is in West Coast. Even though I'm a born and raised Old Joswang, you cannot take Old Joswang out of me. Yes. So, but I pay my taxes in West Coast. So, congratulations to all of them. Our program will share. So, Gambia, Adamabaro. But we will talk about 𝒑𝒉𝒊𝒏. Sabali, Babala Commando. I have some good advice le for Adama Baroye. So mbe audio play la jane ngalla moyala. I think a few other audios so we can catch up with what is happening in Gambia. Then to finance an opinion on in ideas or advice add. So albenyadi. Ah? Albenyadi. Alafanya albenyadi. Alafanya albenyadi. Then we'll take it from there. Katuko. Yundum wonga sama sifaje yundum. Dole videos and yana ko this is Yundum. I wanted to cry for my body died for the people of Yundum. But again they want to politicize that. Iko womutali Bensouda la faulty. How is that Talib Bensouda's fault? I think KMC Council. When Yajame was there for 22 years, nobody said anything about it. So all of a sudden, Sila Dadal, drainage things and stuff, anything that goes wrong in Gambia is UDP and UDP mayors and everything. But in Tolkodi, Nyote, Dole, Munu Chidara, Talib will do what he can, and the rest, if the thick head. But before it will kill ignorance they expose. These NPP people, they're exposing their ignorance. That's how stupid they are. Well, do you blame them? Their leader is Adam Barrow. So, anyway, we move. We're not going to talk about Adam Barrow here. Nonsense. But again, like I said, congratulations to all the nominated councillors that were sworn in. So, that being said and done, this being a UDP platform, Kassa TV starting in September. Kassa TV will hold our councillors and our mayors and chairmen, will hold them at account. In the first 100 days, Yemen accomplice. So just stay tuned here for September, the whole month of September. We will have them. We'll have a one-on-one interview. The interview it will have a mulie. Yamune accomplish in their first 100 days in office, whether they are new councillors or they're there for their second term. In the first 100 days, I think that is up. It should be up by September because they were voted in May. No, not May. Womu councillor, womu mayor. They were voted in April. Ibrahim Tabora, oh hell, let me go on my program. So, Musa, we are going to hold our councillors accountable for their first 100 days. The new ones and the old ones. But when I say the councillors, I'm not talking about these new ones. Yemen nominate, Yemen swear in recently. Wal Manghani 1 week funke. West Coast Cool World, today is the day one. But Abubakar Siddiq Jammeh will be our guest on Thursday. With Babala Commando, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. They will be our guests on Thursday. So, keep it here. Thursday at 5 p.m. Abubakar Siddiq Jammeh, the Councillor for business, the business industry for West Coast. Abubakar Siddiq Jammeh will be our guest. With Babala Commando, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, on Thursday. So they will be here live and direct. They will have a sit-down interview with the crew in Gambia. And then the following week on Thursday, we will have the councillor for Banjulunding, Adi Bangura, the councillor for Banjulunding. We will have her here live and direct with Muwa, myself. We will have a sit-down interview with her. I have accomplished at the first 100 days. She is the incumbent, second term. She was there for 5 years, re-elect again. So we will do that. And we will have Ramusabali and other things. So Keep it here. Stay tuned. Ani Munkoteka, what do I want to say to get out of the way before Fengo program on that? Musa you in fact you need to come and explain to us in our post what does it mean? Huh? Because I'm curious, I'm so nosy, left alone what you were talking about. Huh? So we need you to come and explain that because Tabora no Gambia Kadiara Gambia Rek Gambia ka over there. So we're trying to find out Munatina these other two women, because like I said, Kassa TV is all about UDP and all about women empowerment and youths. So we want to know why these two nominated females for Brikama West Coast were not sworn in. Yes. Okay, thank you, Musa. Why they were not sworn in yesterday? I know one of them, there was some kind of a controversy. So, but we'll talk about that later. The other lady's name is Fatsen. The other one, I don't want to mention her name. I have my own beef with her, but she's still my baby though. She's still my baby. So, but no matter what they try to do in West Coast, those two, they will be our councillors. They will represent us. One of them is for the youths and the females, and I don't remember what Fatsen is for. So, Ndesen, isn't Ndesen? Ninko Fatsen, Hakiro Katara Fatsen, Sabade Dekam, Jana, Finland. So, that said, 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒏 Sonko, congratulations. Ramusabali, congratulations. Avocat Sidi Jame, congratulations. The rest of them may be told long. So, like I said, I don't know all their names, but Nimba Mentofo, don't see yourself as we're not congratulating you. We don't discriminate here at Kassa TV, and nothing is personal, even though no councillor domain from Commonwealth Tofolo. She will be invited here. We'll have a sit down with interview with her. It's Kassa TV, not Kassa's personal life. So, So that said, I think I'll be tea coffee time. This is tea time. Coffee time with Peter Gomez. I think I'll then we will talk about Baba Commando, Baro advisement, a so-called travel ban. Maybe I don't know why he did a travel ban. He could have done that at the beginning of the year and saved us a lot of money. But I'm okay. Ingi singirti te tabadula beto ikamembe ya imanko di soto jemenna ya mo la banko wati to the moment religion. Al programo share. Ala share. Bidi ya ite batate manko di soto. So now they have to come back. Mbatu benyali. So now they have to come back. And then Gossip Sunday, don't miss it. The Nyaku is still at NPP. There is a lot of scammers in NPP. Ida Malbenyola be fitina bambalo. So we have all those juicy details. We will gossip on Sunday. So I have all those audios. We will play it again. But I think I'm with Peter Gomez today. You will hear from Mr. Padam Thief, Bakari Baji. Well, Bakari Baji, and then we'll hear from my so-called husband, Ibrahim Silla. I came with these people. And then Alaji Sedi Baro, his take on Gambian politics and lack of values and principles. So let's get started.
You're listening to 92.1 West Coast Radio.
Can you guys hear?
Gambia's News Authority.
Now the time we are laughing. We are here to inform our viewers and discuss.
Good morning on Tuesday,
There we go.
22nd of August.
Can you guys hear? Now time we are laughing.
Live on West Coast Radio, 92.1 on FM and www.𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔. Welcome to another edition of Coffee Time with me, 𝒂𝒂𝒏. The program is brought to you in association with partners led by OIC Gambia and WAVE. We were going to start with the Minister
Can you guys hear?
of Finance and Economic Affairs.
Okay, good.
𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, but looks like he's still on his way to work. So we will start with the Minister of Transport Works and
My own boo.
The government, you see,
𝒂𝒂𝒏.
public-private partnership concession for the expansion of the nation's only seaport and the development of a second one in Sanyang village. The concessionaires for the two marine projects are Al-Bayrak and Negma Consortium of Turkey, with the Gambia Ports Authority, the GPA, serving as a guarantor and a shareholder in the special purpose vehicles to be created. In a statement, the government spokesman, 𝒂𝒂𝒏, explained that work on the two marine projects is to be undertaken concurrently and completed within 24 months. But who are the winning bidders and how soon are they likely to embark on the ambitious projects? Well, two men who can tell us, Honorable 𝒂𝒂𝒏, the Minister for Transport Works and Infrastructure, and 𝒂𝒏 the Managing Director of the Gambia Ports Authority, who is currently in London, having left the country a few days before President Barrow's temporary banning order. Good morning, gentlemen. Honorable 𝒂𝒏, what's the significance of this public-private partnership in the area of port expansion and development?
Thank you, Peter, and good morning to your listeners. This is an important milestone for the government of the Gambia. Remember that since 2017,
Can you guys hear 𝒂𝒂𝒏?
President Barrow came to office, he has been repeatedly engaged, doing all efforts to see that the situation out of that improve and effectiveness are put in place. But out of Banjul itself also has its own limitations. On many fronts,
Exactly, 𝒂𝒂𝒏.
Only it is surrounded by potential places, and any expansion would also, of course, have to include, the different homes, which the Gambia Port Authority, have been doing over the last 7 days. But also, there are of
Can you guys hear him? Because his voice is very low.
implementation, there is continuous trading out of budget, and also limited capacity, especially for large vessels. Now, because of this, and the need to improve the efficiency method and also to make it easy for businesses to operate, especially the port facility. The government of India took conscious decision and started the negotiation for the partnership to invest in the port of fuel, but also to have a new port in Sanyang. The significance is that it will open up the country. It will make business operations much easier, faster, and efficient, and also it will, poise Banjul to regain its lost glory of being a country where, goods that are destined for third countries pass through our port, and it will also bring in the much needed employment for our young people. The port is a game changer in any country. When you have a very good, efficient port, you create not only, jobs, but also, the economy also booms.
Thank you, 𝒂𝒏, for now. We're joined, I hope, by 𝒂𝒏 Jobate. Good morning, Jobs.
So let me stop there for a minute.
All right. The Honorable Minister...
𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔. Banjul Ports. All of this is part of Barola 2021 candidature. If they for plan worker. So we, the opposition, especially the UDP, UDP, because these so-called oppositions are just there. They are opportunists. Yes, I said it. They are opportunists. They all go and align behind Barrow, the so-called 𝒂𝒊𝒏. And Tabora. But anyway, so Barrow think he can fool people. Kaya nyomi called fool nunyame hakalan call. Aye fool nunyame. Yes, 2026. Aye fool nunyame atara hakalan kajebe wutu kafengol. So say they are going to fix our only port, the so-called port in Banjul, and then they will expand and they will open another one in Sanyang. So your contracts here about some Turkish company, they say the name here. So that being said, that will create some jobs. So that is where Barrow was so-called 150,000 job creation is coming in. With the ports being built in Sanyang and the one in Banjul be renovated or expanded. Yes, 𝒂𝒊𝒏 Barrow. Don't you dare mention Cisse. So yeah, the fool. Barrow is going to create 150,000 jobs. So ala boyo, my own husband, Ibrahim Asilla, another Siakaka with these ports expansion in Banjul and building a new one in Sanyang will create jobs because a country cannot function without jobs. After 7 years on the job, you guys just found that out. Really, Ibrahim Asilla? I told you people are fools. But anyway, we will continue listening to his shenanigans, his stories. So, here we go. Where's the rest of?
Point 1. West Coast danger in any country. When you have a very good efficient port, you create not only jobs, but also the economy also booms.
Thank you, Sila, for now. We're joined, I hope, by Usman Jabati. Good morning, Jobs.
Good morning, Peter, and good morning to all the listeners.
All right. The Honorable Minister was talking there about the significance of the concessions that have been finally granted. It took a very long time. What was being
7 years.
But it's by far the heaviest investment in infrastructure in the country. So for the decision to invest with this kind of transaction normally would take time. In other countries, for example, in our neighboring port, it took them almost 8 years to negotiate a concession with the current concession partner for the extension of a new port. So you can imagine that a lot of strategic decisions needs to be weighed in to ensure that the transaction is to the benefit of the country. That's why it took this long.
And what exactly are the concessionaires going to be doing in the
That's what we want to know.
They have once they start work?
Well, yes, as the press release goes, the construction is expected to last 24 months upon...
it was 24 months, 2 years. Okay.
Concurrently, so that while Sanyang is being constructed, there's business continuity in Banjul. So what we expect going forward is that some of the investments that were earmarked for Banjul, particularly the marine structures, would now be reallocated to Sanyang, while some minimal investment is committed to Banjul, particularly the areas that have already been acquired, the 22,000 square meters, to expand the container terminal, maybe invest in 1 or 2 pieces of equipment and the digitalization project, so that Banjul will be improved in terms of efficiency, while the major infrastructure, the marine works that are expected to be...
So, Baronala
Jobs, are you with
Kabal, criminal... Okay, let's just finish before we analyze this.
Go ahead.
Yes, Peter, I'm with you.
Go ahead. It's WhatsApp communication. It's internet difficulties. We thought the line just dropped completely, but go ahead.
It's a shame. This day and age, Gambia is still suffering
I was saying that
from internet.
Is to concurrently run the 2 projects together. Because while Sanyang is being constructed, there needs to be business continuity in Banjul. So the expectations are the investment partner would commit limited investment to particularly construct the new container terminal in the half-dive properties that were acquired and invest in the digitalization and maybe bring in 1 or 2 pieces of equipment so that the efficiency in Banjul can be improved whilst the major investments that were earmarked, particularly for the marine structures, will now be reallocated to Sanyang, so that by the time Sanyang is complete, the facility in Banjul would have also improved to ensure business continuity. That's the whole strategy.
All right. Staying with you, Os, what exactly will be done in Sanyang? What's a deep sea port?
A deep sea port is to address the challenges we have in terms of the physical constraints that are faced in Banjul. Because people who are aware about the hydrodynamics in Banjul is that the channel entrance into Banjul is limited in terms of the depth. We call it the draft. It's 8.5 meters. And when it was dredged about 2 years ago, we could ever increase it to 9.2 meters. And normally ships of bigger draft cannot access Banjul. So that's the major constraint we have. And then as the minister rightly alluded to, Banjul is constrained also in terms of the climate risk exposure, especially sea level rise and the increased sedimentation. So it's not sustainable to be investing resources to maintain the depths in Banjul and also to take the channel, which is about 35 million euros is required to increase it, particularly in the channel from its current 8.5 to 10.2 meters. And that alone can be addressed if we move to a deeper sea port like in Sanyang, where you will not have the challenges of depth. So that's one of the major challenges that Banjul faces. And then normally as a river port, they are all subject to perennial sedimentation and which requires constant dredging. And these are all costs that add up. So the executive in his wisdom thought that, look, all these small costs, they add up. Why not relocate to a site where some of these risks can be mitigated, in a more sustainable manner.
And Honorable Silla, in terms of employment, once the construction works get underway, how much employment do you think will be created?
Well, it's difficult to say, but it is...
exactly, Musa. It's all about the kickbacks for them.
Generate hundreds of opportunities for employment for young people. In addition, also, there are other opportunities that are related to indirect employment, especially those women who come there to sell food stuff, but also other things. So, the opportunities are there, the taxi drivers, also other opportunistic possibilities to ensure that there is access to road and government can also be part of that scheme, and then all those things will bring in employment either directly or indirectly as a result of the decision to move to Sanyang.
Okay, the Ministry of Transport Works and Infrastructure must have been involved in selecting the bidders. This was a long process. Finally, what swung it in the direction of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏?
𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏 is the company's name.
Am I calling the names correctly?
Well, I think you are correct. You call it in the way you pronounce it. I call it 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏.
You call it what? 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏? Yo.
I don't know whether it is also correct.
There's a Y in there. Anyway, why did they win?
Well, the government actually established the PPP Technical Committee that comprises, the Gambia Ports Authority, the Gambia Investment Agency, GAIPA, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Transport, of course, our ministry, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Trade, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Finance, and also a technical expert from the Ministry of Justice and the Office of the President. And also, I think the procurement agency was also part of this. So together, this...
and the public never knew anything about it.
Advisory firm were engaged in the discussions with the various companies that expressed interest. Initially, about 10 or 9 companies expressed interest, but along the way, some were dropped for not meeting the threshold. And while the process was on, it was narrowed down to 3. Al-Barak, and Negma, a Turkish company, the Saudi Red Sea Gate company, responsible for the management and operation of the port in Jeddah, and also the Negma company, the Gilport company, which is also Turkish company. So the decision came, and the government, together with the technical committee, sat on this, and it was decided Al-Barak, based on its presentation and also the strategic fit for one of the issues that we want to see addressed, which is the congestion, but also to have a much better facility like the deep sea port in Sanyang.
And jobs, I suppose the selection of the two companies must have been based on their past record. I mean, where in the world would you go again and find Al-Barak or Al-Barak managing a seaport?
Well, the whole process was managed through a transaction, a solicitation, as Minister rightly alluded to. And the evaluation criteria were very explicit. Companies must have demonstrated the capacity and have the references of having operated ports. That's why in the shortlist some were dropped, because they were not much into port operations. And Al-Barak, as far as our due diligence and the records, the references they have provided, shows that as near as home as 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, they're operating a port facility. And they have another one in the East Coast, somewhere around, I think, in Sudan. Apart from that, they are also a global operator, and they are in consortium with NECMA. With RSDT, Red Sea Gateway, they are the main operators in Saudi Arabia, the terminal in Jeddah, and I think some few other places around the world, like Indonesia or Bangladesh. And then Yelport also is the biggest terminal operator in Turkey. But then the selection was based on explicit criteria, both on the technical and financial proposal, and also the third criteria that the Minister mentioned that the government wanted to invoke was the strategic commercial fit, because you wanted a port operator that would enhance the competitiveness of the port of Banjul. The analogy I can give is there's a big operator just next door, but that would not qualify in the strategic commercial fit, because one would wonder, why would you operate a big facility just next door and then you want to get Banjul? So it was a conscious decision to make that evaluation criteria there, so that government will harness the potential to leverage on an operator that would enhance the competitiveness of the port of Banjul. But we believe that this model would be very beneficial to the country, in that we are not only the grantor of the concessionaire, but we are also an equity holder in the SPV, like a shareholder. So government will get to benefit both ways, in terms of royalties and dividends as a shareholder, and royalties as a grantor of the concessionaire, and then dividend as a shareholder in the business. And the opportunities to create ancillary activity around the port facility are numerous. And the Minister just mentioned a few, but there are a lot more than that, because once the country opens up, the spatial distribution will be enhanced, and together with the good road infrastructure that is being developed in the country now, it will increase our connectivity to third countries, because most of the goods that come to Banjul will find their way to third countries. And the idea of transforming Banjul or regaining its lost glory as being the supermarket of the sub-region would be typically enhanced with the existence of this port facility.
But, how much of that lost glory do you think we can claw back, given, as you say, just next door there's a bigger port?
Thank you.
With the same facilities that we envision to be put up under this arrangement.
Well, yes, we have our competitive advantages, and the river really is another game changer in this whole arrangement, because the strategic fit also includes to harness the underexploited river transportation, such that, for example, the spatial distribution network between the southwest regions of Mali, which is a big catchment area for the Gambia, is about 673 kilometers from Banjul, whereas it's twice the distance to our nearest neighbor. So what it means that if goods can get discharged in Sanyang and then go along the river to Basse, where we have the logistics platform, another 380 kilometers would be the cut in the distance. So when trucks travel from those regions to Banjul, they only have to travel about 300 kilometers and access their goods. So these are the competitive advantages that makes Banjul to be more prominent when it comes to regional distribution. So that's the strategy that is being put in the whole scheme of things.
Honorable Minister, the GPA Managing Director spoke about SPVs there. So let's talk about finances. Apart from the newer, shinier infrastructure that will come.
Somebody was asking about the funds.
Concession.
Omar, he's just about to ask him that.
How does the country stand to benefit from this?
Well, as the Managing Director said, there are numerous areas that the government will benefit. First, the improvement of the port infrastructure alone is likely going to have a much positive impact on doing business in this country. Also, the efficiency measures that will now be put in place at the port of Banjul will also see that the problem of demurrage will no longer exist, and that Gambian businesses and those people who use the port of Banjul for third countries will now also do business much easily, efficiently, and also effectively. Also, through the SPV, the special purpose vehicle, the government will continue to have share and then dividend. And I saw in the document that there are options to even be a landlord, while the investor will come in and invest on the facilities and also the infrastructure. The owner of the land, which is the government, will also rent out the land to the investor. So there are numerous benefits to the government, financially.
So these are options that are still being considered, nothing firmed up. You've identified, who the concessionaires are, but in terms of negotiations on modalities and what have you, that is still.
Mantam faraw nade, lima don't play mungini finger na ko bemgina. So now that is Peter Gomez and some criminal member of Adama Barrow's gang. Nakala tulati. So ñom ñoo doon wax nonu about so-called ports expansion. Then am ports expansion bu ñoo def fini. But where did my audio went? They expand the port of Banjul and then build a new one in Sanya. So they assigned, they already have a contractor, 2 companies from Turkey. So, like we all want to know, who is funding this? What is Gambia going to get out of this? But the guy keeps saying the government, which means Adama Barrow and his criminal gang, this is what they're going to get out. So what I don't understand, let me just make a declaration here, or a disclaimer. I don't know anything about building ports, so I'm just talking gibberish here. So why will you build a port in your country, your own country? You brought in a company from somewhere, Turkey in this case. Put in your sample a port in Sanya. Why would you rent the land to them? Is it not ours? Why would you rent the land to them to build the port? That's what he said. I will replay it, unless maybe I didn't understand what the person said. But we will replay it so you guys can chime in and give your opinion, because I don't understand. Why will you get a company to come and build your port, but you're renting the land to them? It doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make any sense to you guys?
Ongoing, right?
Let me rewind it a little bit.
Managing Director spoke about SPVs there. So let's talk about finances. Apart from, the newer, shinier infrastructure that will come through, this concession.
Mantam.
Financially, how does the country stand to benefit from this?
Ask them, Peter.
Well, as the Managing Director said, there are numerous areas that the government will benefit. First, the improvement of the
exactly, Yuga
alone is likely going to have a much positive impact on doing business in this country. Also, the efficiency measures that will now be put in place at the port of Banjul will also see that the problem of demurrage will no longer exist, and that Gambian businesses and those people who use the port of Banjul for third countries will now also do business much easily, efficiently, and also effectively. Also, through the SPV, the special purpose vehicle, the government will continue to have share and then dividend. And I saw in the document that there are options to even be a landlord, while the investor will come in and invest on the facilities and also the infrastructure. I mean, the owner of the land, which is the government, will also rent out the land to the investors. So there are numerous benefits to the government, financially.
So these are options that are still being considered, nothing firmed up. You've identified, who the concessionaires are, but in terms of negotiations on modalities and what have you, that is still ongoing, right?
Yeah, I mean, the government through the Gambia Ports Authority and the technical committee will use the service of the transaction advisory firm, which of course will include financial experts, legal experts, HR experts, and a whole lot to guide the discussion and negotiation, because these are complex issues that, as a government, you have to use very good strategies to ensure that, you have a good deal at the end of the day.
So, Jobs, it would sound like, yes, the concessions have been granted, but work might not begin even beyond the 24 months it's going to take them to complete, the projects.
Well, before Jobs comes, let me just say this. I mean, the president has
Thank you, Peter.
That we should complete all these negotiations as soon as possible, which means by December. Be able to.
Okay, here we go again.
Of the negotiation. So that I think I've not started with the MD to say this, but just because you raised this, I mean, for them to be aware that there is a great need, even at the level of the executive, to see that we reduce bureaucracy and ensure that, we go straight into the negotiations and get this thing delivered using all the necessary measures, at our disposal.
Go ahead, Jobs.
I think the timing that has been mentioned by the minister is reasonable in the sense that the preliminary work was done. Remember, in 2008, we had financing from the African Development Bank to conduct the feasibility study. And an engineering firm from South Korea called Doha did some bathymetric and some hydrographic survey. So there are some basic data that the investor will now rely on to complete the feasibility on the technical suitability.
Let me eat my yogurt for last house and then
So within 3 months, once those are done, some of the issues that were mentioned in terms of the arrangement, what we call concession heads of terms. Because before you go into the negotiation proper, you must define the broad terms on which you want to engage a partner, so that there will be no doubt as to how the government expects to come out of the deal. So those are what we call heads of terms. We want to be both a landlord and a shareholder in the business, and that there is expected to be no financial contribution from government, but we seed the land into the SPV and gain from both being a landlord and also a shareholder. So that's what the minister was trying to explain. I just wanted to digress a little bit and explain it in more detail so that the people can understand better how government intends to enter into this negotiation. So the negotiations, yes, have started, because these are heads of terms before you go into the instruments that will bind the investor and the government. And there are going to be two. One is going to be a concession agreement that binds the ceding of the facility to the investor, and then a shareholders agreement which binds all the actors within the SPV. And we expect that some of the local content will also be built into that, so that some Gambians will participate in the SPV.
You all hear this?
Right?
Shareholders, because there's going to be local content. As the minister said, we are going into negotiation, and some of these things, they are just what we call heads of terms. But the real terms is when we sit on the table, and as the minister rightly said, guided by the transaction advisory firm who is supporting the government in this arrangement, but that we come out with the model that every Gambian will be happy about.
Priscilla, you say that the president wants the negotiations to be completed by December. Does that mean that even if the technicians cannot negotiate favorable terms for the country because they have a deadline, they should take whatever is put on the table by the concessionaires?
No. I mean, what the president was saying basically is to reduce bureaucracy, but also, of course, I mean, we are in the driving seat in this negotiation, and government exactly has a clear mindset as to what it wants and how these things should be done, and that's what the MD was saying. I mean, quite a lot of job has already been done, and what is left now is for them to actualize those initiatives and then move on. But all necessary measures will be taken to ensure that any decision that is taken is in line with due process, is in line with the necessary the guidelines that are set in the document.
So once they complete the work jobs, what about management now? How will that
there we go, bingo.
Will you continue to be managing director, or maybe if the project finishes well after you have retired, will your successor continue to be managing director as we know the position now?
Well, yes, because the authority will still remain, because remember, not all of the activities are going to be ceded. There are functions that will still remain with government, which are statutory functions. For example, the marine and harbour services. These are state functions that you cannot cede to a private operator. So what is going to be ceded is the container terminal operations, and maybe bulk cargo operations, liquid bulk cargo operations, a cruise terminal, a marina. And it depends on, I don't want to give much on the strategy if we are going to the negotiating table, because what is strategic is also to see these activities in phases and not give them lock, stock, and barrel. Because we've seen the models in other countries where, remember, concessions have been around for almost 20 years. And we have a lot of lessons learned that we are bringing onto the table. Now, in other countries, you'll see even the marine services are considered to a private operator, which has some...
Which countries are there?
National interests being compromised, because you cannot foresee a situation where, you have a private investor being in control of what comes in and out of your country. So those are things that should be borne in mind. So there still need to have an authority. And even the authority will represent government on the special purpose vehicle. So the shareholders agreement in the SPV would determine the roles and responsibilities, which the GPA will still, and the government will still have a relevance, because we'll be at the table where some of the operational and management decisions are taken to ensure that the strategic interest of the country is always preserved.
Assets recycling has suddenly become a sexy word in,
yeah, sexy word in recycling, yeah.
Language in this country.
Is
assets recycling jobs?
I'm not too much into economic terms, but what I know is fashionable is where government does not have the resources, both technical and human, to run certain
foofu laa bëggoon pour ngeen dégga dama ko mute dégga ngeen limbu wax the government does not have the resources. So this is really tax may indi audio bi nii ma ne foog ñu play ko tey. I have nothing to say. We can all watch it and analyze it together. This is another way of stealing the Cumberland. This brings us all back to the chairmanship and mayoral election. Juka, Yange, remember, Adam Barrow was trying to move heaven and earth, put cities a win, so they can steal all the prime lands in Combo.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So this port is part of that. Sanyang, wa Sanyang, do ebongem Sanyang call. Ala la land your nalba was in the green side. Alia was green side. So whoever bought it will deal with the Barrow and his cabal, criminal gang, because they are going to land grab the Walantinaya Abinying. What is his name? Motamu appointee Usman Sow, the criminal killer of the NIA, the former NIA under Yaya Jammeh. Lorota mu assigned as the Minister of Lands, local governments, and whatever religious affairs. Juka, go ahead. Man, I'm done with these people.
Allah. Gis nga Kassa léegi ma ne la suma jëkkër daf dee wax Allah moom tamit.
I'm not a poor them sort of film nekk def ko memorize.
Because dama dee toog rek ma xalaat Gambia rek wala ma gis something crazy ma ne Allah.
Juka, where did we go wrong? Where and how did we go so wrong on Gambia?
You know, honestly, we just have to pray. The next ñaata at moo ñu dese fi ba 2026 inshallah.
About 2.5.
Wow, yàlla mu jàppale ñu rek ba nga xam ne duñ suux ba mu ëppa, because there's no coming back right now. It's just how deep are we gonna go? Loolu mooy question. How
man, it just breaks my heart.
It is really sad, but Kassa, gis nga lii, for me, it's the same thing that they did with the bridge, if you remember. So basically, what the new tactic bi nga xam ne moom la gaay commencé di use, which is really detrimental to Gambia, mooy ñu jël different places ñu koy jël di ko mortgage si gaay yi.
All over the country, everywhere.
am kickback guy you sign contract on the behalf of the Gambian people. Then after ñu jël loolu def ko like a private owned business. Waaye fekk ñoom ñoo la ñoo jox land bi nga xam ne Gambien ñoo ko moom ñoom ñu jël xaalis jox leen ko ñoom seen poste ñoom ñu figure out naka lañ ko séddoo ñoom mi neen because right now they need cash. They don't have enough cash flow.
They don't have any. That's the reason for this travel ban. So-called travel ban.
Foog naa interview bi laaj na ko ne ko Adama Barrow dafa yaakamti pour close deal bi by December, right?
By December. Exactly. So he can fake Gambians because he knows his term is going to end in 2026. Not only that, but he's trying to trick people into thinking that munge develop the Kabi, munge build bridges, munge build ports, munge expand the ports from Banjul because Banjul is tight. Why didn't he do that when he first came? When the first 6 months when they were serious about working for Gambia?
No. And even if they can't even do, they didn't do that because hey, naga you get loopholes for nakala nyo joteli. Why right now they're desperate. Somebody's calling me. Hold on, let me reject. Can you hear me still?
It's so sad.
Right
it's
now,
so sad.
I feel like they're desperate. They just need money. For the government to wake up and say, tuki for authorization, then you stop travel and all that stuff is because they are dying. They need cash.
Yes.
You understand? Even man kuma wax ne ma gis nga talibi bobu non OIC being supposed lifin ba pare joy has but you tell me that they are able to finish that, they have enough money to finish that. I don't believe it. They don't have enough cash to finish that project. Lol mota project bo ba legi mu ngi labulante. So now they have to rob Peter and pay Paul. Yeah,
they cannot even rob Peter anymore. Look at the thing is they cannot rob Peter anymore because Peter have nothing. Peter is -0.
Exactly.
I agree with you. OICB is not going to work. It's not going to be finished. Guess who's renting a Raven? 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔.
What is he doing?
He is ranting. He released a lengthy audio about how the government is failed, blah, blah, blah. In fact, I'll find the audio and play it here.
Did an audio?
Yes. Oh, Lord. Over 45 minutes. Over 45 minutes.
Man, I've missed a lot. I've been missing a lot.
Yeah, and this was just 2 days ago. Just 2 days ago. So you know, anytime 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 comes out and start running his mouth against the government, a whole lot. I'll play it on Thursday. I have it on my Why
separate?
Yuka, I'll tell you that in private. My conversation with, I'll tell you that in private.
Okay, then here, Kassa man dama ligay Kassa munuma lide Kassa.
They cannot complete the OIC roads. There's no money. There's nothing there. Even the secretariat, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 came out ranting a revenue 2 days ago. I'll play his audio here.
Kassa, think about it. This is the reason why guys you get try to rush to get cash from somewhere else. So that they already start. They have holes in their accounts. You see. So now they have to figure out how to cash other places. New cement ko for just to get by to keep going.
Yeah.
You understand? So this is the problem. For them to say a bridge or whatever.
A port in Sanyang. Because Banjul is to Ibrahim and that Jobs. I think his name is Yankuba Jobate or Why Jobs and Kode Oye.
Okay, so
he's the manager, general manager at the port or whatever. All kind of nonsense. Banjul is they cannot drill it anymore. The big vessels cannot come. You know that for 58 years, 58 freaking years, Banjul has been the port in the Gambia. See, how can these sometimes
you know what? No, I thank you. Bye. That's it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry.
Say that again.
I really wanna talk to people. Couldn't you find out if there's a reason behind it? Does it have something to do? Does the mayor's office need to be involved? Like I need to know these things because you never need to find this out because maybe there's something to it because so gise guy ñu daw diko yobu ben fenen fo xamne dinañ ko mëna labulanta there's gotta be something gis nga ñi lepp luñ def rek dañ ko dé calculate amna lu tax
exactly
tamit suñ déggé dara we need to figure out all these different avenues yo xamne xeyna lool motax ñu def li because it doesn't make sense guy already ñu top ñu ne duñ ko mëna défé Banjul they're going to go and do it other places so what is going on lan there's something into it.
They are cash strapped. That's number one. That's part of the reasons. They are cash strapped. And then secondly, how many, we've been saying this since Yaya Jammeh times, that they want to move the ports either to Sanyang or those coastal areas in Combo. But what is the urgency, like you said, Juka? They are cash strapped. They have nothing. For Baromunge plan 2026 campaign. All this, young remember, he came out and ran his mouth during the mayoral campaign. He is going to create 150,000 jobs. Young remember, Lou?
Yeah,
so
I remember.
In this conversation, because you and Guju, that's right. And somewhere to Jeren Tanje, all those coastal areas, they can build a big port, seaport. Once I've been force, Yankuba Manja. When Barrow first came into power, people suggested that Barrow played around, Macky Sall flipped him around and tricked him until they took that port contract and gave it to Senegal. Because Macky Sall moko wane bunko sign. It's not good for Gambia, this, that, the company, blah, blah. But Macky Sall turned around and took the same company and took it to Senegal. Competition, even though how many days we have a main competition in our neighboring country. Dumuna was Senegal, do what to
He's a fool. But Barrow is a fool. When he sits down and talks to Macky, he thinks that Macky has his best interest. Macky is his brother or whatnot. But Macky had to do whatever he had to do. Put mom time in popular. See voters are me. Actually, Senegalese. You know, so he had to do whatever he had to do. But honestly, this deal that they are talking about, my question is, does it have to go through the National Assembly? Did the
National Assembly have not even seen it. Nobody, man, so Peter Gomez say, I would not hear about it. I would not even know about it until you came in late at the big key jobs bobu Agmom Ibrahim Silla. You know nothing is finalized. Nothing is finalized. They're just throwing things together. Why the desperation? Why the desperation? That's the question, like you said, we need to find answers to.
Yeah, and it's up to the Gambians. That's going to determine how deep they're going to run this country down into the gutter. Yeah? If we
is already in the gutters.
People, honestly, dinañ tok ben bes bo moytu ñun ñep suñ family yep lañu gëné Gambia tok ci ak Chinese ñoo ñew ñu ne ñom ñom mom dekk bi ak Indian yi
not only the Chinese but the Indians too. Yes, the skyscrapers the Indians are building in Gambia and those it belongs to them. They will rent it to us. We are going to be strangers in our own country.
Yeah, you remember the houses in I always talk about this, but I still haven't got a chance to come really to talk about it. Moneka houses you neka fini naka fatenga fini why naka la deka area bi tudati sa place bobu nonu ñu ko jaay so gisee ba légui de la won gaay seen kër yi bi yaa jame jëlé won kër yi boor yoy nonu
pour fort and fini around Busumbala mi xamna man turi deki gameni. There's so many new dekayo hamne. I don't even know the names.
Yeah, remember Jammeh took those land from the people. So legi dañ ko doon a delloo ñëpp ku nekk sa bos. Why since Adama Barrow bu mu toogee loolu la waxoon why after change na mind legi because supposedly there's a Indian guy that they are negotiating with to sell him all of those lands.
Thank you, Ma'am Lisa. Baro Kunku. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So see yena Indian supposedly mom la ñoo lijanti pour jaay ko ko moo tax ba léegi ken muna guta jot yow li nga xamne mom nga amé té mom bimu ñëwé dafa né ku am sa kayiti ki nga yobu ko dinañ la délo sa place bi but change na mind so right now dal ñun luñ am pour def moy ñu ñaan yalla ñi duñ suxal dëkk bi bim gëna suuf from now to 2026 and then this is my message to the opposition and this is
there's no opposition behind the UDP. Well, there's no opposition. The other ones are opportunists.
UDP nakala ko turade sa
GDC. GDC, yeah, Fatima
yeah,
GDC.
for me, GDC is the opposition because it seems like no mama can jok diwa. Doi mom, they've been dormant, they've been quiet. Yeah?
Them you damage them a long time ago, since in the 70s. Don't mind them.
So for me, what I'm saying is this is where the opposition need to take opportunities to sit down, new public be. The Gambian people don't need to depend on the diaspora or certain media houses pour ñu mëna xam li nga xam ne mooy xew. It carries weight if the opposition held whole weekly or at least bi-weekly conferences ñu update nit di wax li nga xam ne moo nekk di dem si dëkk bi te warta am li nga xam ne dañ ko war a push to the parliament ñu wax ko nit ci dégg ko. Like, these are things that they have to do because they cannot leave it all upon media. Non-entity people we can't. They have to also step up new jàppale ñu wax askan bi lan la ñoom Adama Barrow nekk di def ak lan la government bi nekk di def because this is not gonna work. You know,
this is so
really
sad. This is so sad.
It's just really
okay,
sad.
Thank you. Yeah,
okay,
thank you. Thank you so much, Juka. So, comme li ma doon wax mbe même foka birin tele ñi programme la moy bi I was confused. I was just confused and sad. Kona banko Adama Barrow be na banko bere wafila. At the end of the day, after Adama is gone 20 years from today, we would be foreigners in our own country because Adama Barrow is just mortgaging Gambia to Indians, Chinese, Koreans, Chinese, Koreans, and anyone dinars. Remember now, Sanyang Fenko ports is been given to the Turkish. So Nabankodal, in 20 years, we will be strangers in our own country. We won't have any land. Can it many years old? Maybe not many years old. I don't want to say before you people will come and rob me. I think I have money when I don't. Musambe Arkane, but the is taking forever. Until many years also in the West Coast. Mbesira doro yena yembe evict ya fanye ko ni Lebanese carry le tamu nyanti, ni Indian carry le tamu nyanti, ni Turkish carry le tamu nyanti. Why was there no ambassador at this bidding killer with this Turkish company? So Yama Yenin Kale Ibrahim Silaning were jobs at the ports. Musa, I don't know what's going on with your Fenko. It's taking forever. Let me see if I can send you another request. So why was there no ambassador? Huh? Musa, I'm having trouble adding you there. Yalo said Fenko, internet label. Why was there no ambassador? Because I remember when Uncle �𝒂𝒂𝒏 was the ambassador for Gambia in Turkey. Uncle 𝒂𝒂𝒏 Musa, thank you. You can take it from there because you remember that too. I think you even made a comment like that about.
Yeah. Mbe control na back. Mbe phone call on video. Sorry for that anyway.
Yeah.
Mbe control na back. Ela program will be interesting back.
Ngejo.
Yalong in 2017 during Falingo Keta.
Ha.
In coastal port lokumo fotale no. Watumo Dubai world left anunkana poro nying ka
exactly
ka revive andung mbe 30% less sotola, they will have 70%, but what 30% of fango at this moment nka min fango nka na poro ka min soto, that 30% is going to be more than that. Bari e balanta wala watumo Senegal
Makisala nini because wo contract la imagine abanta tada saba du Senegal.
Exactly. Senegalese lo mala economical advisor.
Yeah.
Me ente jakali fango sign during that time Gambia sonta Mia lonko wolo muntella immediate neighbors the Gambia la politically and insecurity, everything being alone in Senegal be nyame. But is sonta puru Senegalese can tell economical advisor. With all the experts minuli along ko be Gambia. Bari muneke barola because baro ya mutala ko Gambia mata ke president today. I am ko Macky Sall la ke president.
Exactly.
You understand?
Thank you.
So Senegal ka ko no kana nyin contract ko sign with Dubai Wall. Ta China ya ye loan ta China if na ya law. So Senegal tata wole nyama. Yalon Senegal ya itandi barola ko we should part long time bari temang kuning imang kalamuta.
Exactly.
Because
ya nene fire la mo kendol be me babala I will be by so they can use him.
Exactly. So Senegalese found tata ko Dubai Wall ko alna na lena porolo 50 kilometers away from the Gambian water. Esaje la poro ekebulu aike fonko sa museum.
Exactly.
So wole ngore ati na sidike da findira ko in fact ndella advantage balomu pour Senegal na bagasol kata Senegal yalo sidike da
sidike da is so city
amankenda at all.
City is sick. Yeah.
So saying baro ala 2020 sona atatala ko they will create 150 jobs.
There you have it.
So 221 I have for Kotake. 200 guys. 2022 2023 Kotake. I have for Bari. No, because Gambia deputy Bungoketa deputy Bunnet mi yalonko akata kacha blood roneti.
Exactly. So sad.
Yeah.
So sad, Musa.
President Canal ayala class di nul sindi nursing school di nul akoy ABC moto fe ayala kaito pata itala hajola. So in moment mimba nyinin kala munati ne man because wawato nkonta mala for labor commission fango be Gambia la saimba because wotumo abenu njele munati ne ta kumandle ya nyinin ka statisticola Gambia employment jelleke from 2021 to 2022.
Iyo
Sai wo be yena boje sai ikoika asset recycling leke because isitale sai dunia ta
that's the new sexy word thank you member. Yeah, Peter Gomez member.
Okay. Yalo ibafo kanya Musa muna be kering. Ntenga lonne ko barobe yalo Usman Sow wallahi mbe nafulti dantal fole Gambia. Mol melo yani Usman Sow je e Alaji Cissé je chief protocol ani nyim baro ñille be compete kan ko di soto la Gambia. Alaji Cissé nene tajela dula to ay diamante diamante fe wo fel
mok
ajela baro ñin traveling ban min fonkete Alaji Cissé wol borte la modu wol yalla ka fo ko du kare because atele kanyin flight sol be arrange baro e ñin chartered flight sol and everything atele ka be arrange atelo na ka mo soto je. Okay, so let's come back to this ibenyim poro min for contending. Ikanyim poro min for see Kassa na diplomatic passport min yadi num criminal jella even some of them Germanul family dol arrest lenu because they were criminals in Germany.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, understand. Yeah, diplomatic passport dila but wol dol nata Gambia le ko company soto jele dol fa company name le more than 7 mbenga moy Mustafa Dabola Janne the investigative journal.
Malagan, yeah.
Wo company le fangol je. You see Turkey tonyalo mi la economy bina kanne mo serious ngol be Turkey le bari tewol jela Gambia Turkey la ma yata hani Italy andu mimbe kering Gambia la ko be nyami any business momo lafta nala je ka invest je inene ta jele ya ko bonda e Sénégal abeka kickback ole dila
kickback nyimbe mu kickback nyole
ambassador Jeneba Balota janna ko Rosia lafta nun kan lopitano lo Gambia. In fact, il lafta lopitano mil lo la je. Ya itandiko bordol beje like paracetamol nim bordola man jari fayeta wol sang ibe wol fonko dila mon la kan karandala
Gambian will teach us how to make our own medications. So the hospital will be built free, and it will have a teaching hospital. Jennifer Bai will documents will be itandile. And if so, the Baro Tata Russia, Baro chartered a flight and went to Russia. What is his kickback? Russia no yate. You can't hear it yet. Yeah, name Russia no yet. Forget it. Well, can't hear it yet. You have already played over there. Saying there, if you go be cancel.
Yo, ako Jennifer Bai ko Jennifer etela ni mol mu communication le ni buka embloko di. Ngo. La ilaha illallah Muhammad rasulullah. Nte ne baro kondenta Gambia fan la wallahi ala doron ne wo keno bar ala nyanta
to take control from a baro sika campaign for him build him up for be baro ketate
bar Kassa yalon tonya ninga baro blame nyantam fangol blame la yalon nkaje mol la hansa ka fuko ha bar UDP la di mol nko UDP open application ole keje ko hani momi yalon ko mantra UDP ni mu banku din kendot ya apply through UDP mo apply mo man so because mo nene man si kamera ko be ya jamme bondi la election yo baro ba ma mi yalon ko bi nkaja ka dum moto ko na ka carte o fay aka sesu ko wo muske ba wole lota ko aji am se ka wole ko
Exactly. I remember that. What drama for
yo nte tonya ala yalon kilalon nte man baro lonnu nte la force de nga baro je lungo mi nala natalo I nin imaje
kente baro from Ghana
fatar lal nim fatar dada lal ka o fatar fonko mi ngawle demi go je nu nga bala ma understand no mune mo Gambian politique ma understand no feren ngamol nyininga bari ko sila bawo patiola sambana mbe lafrina ro ya jameta alimbe nga fasa yo bari afinti tale ko iko ba usenu ya foele ko alkana nyinta ba usenu lafta barolal de he loved that man but ala incompetence ya alon ko banko ko ata o sambandola ay wole je wala atina ya fo UDP nkole alaji SW wala atina nyanta fero kala refa alaji SW ya sambana ya
abina
muneketa biribe baro select la fon minul sontale num bam pour ka baro select ba usenu mam balan num pour ka foko because malaf baro la teninte no ayalo ne ko molo mi yalon ka buga decision tano fento ay wala je bawsen ye woleje bawsen man ke ko amaki ko hatred lemu alafta mole la mi yalon ko Gambia be situation o min do momo nata ibe Gambia bondi la le ya londi bulukendo kan it's not coming ko ibina le skyrocket lo yesilo daga ye helicopter no bawsen lafta nu institution kendo le soto ye banko di ni institution kendo soto da ibaje ima apply sanya ni baroka e abela because barole sa
nganyina wala kuola
yo bar ni atara ko institution kendol sotota division of labor keda fonko lualu talata molte me bajana ko judiciary
I think I accidentally blocked somebody from commenting but I'll fix it
baro felenti baro ye fewo fem for Gambia baro is not answerable to anybody he's not answerable to anybody so Kassa finally minala dami man sola ta amante terrain ya alombina kuma dantam fola jalla fa Gambiano li hakilo tuato ya audio ma ya Usman Sowle be NPP katambi baro famoti ya Usman Sow sama janne TRRC after Usman Sow ko TRR baro le moto mala de kata Usman Sow ya ka fa
exactly
ya understand so say barobe dami yalon molman kukilina understand 2026 yalon barolo tala ko ako banyul eldase ko saminte beta arada nyani kunting akabe lola le kodi so say among support sort of follow in the African country because ayalon ka fama o katale
yeah
bari makesal fanan nata Gambianol se hakilo tuatu de
exactly
likely come will continue because munebe kela yajele niba announce the political parties all register la milbe lola ike son raji andu nima son koto kije problem bale be create la Macky Sall be election on suspend and he will continue
alafta wala
a plant wala mala plant so bar molbe ba fala go hey at least I fonko fenkele wala atina mbe nte de tonya yalon te ni ba usenu nay ku mi ko mbuka pare ka diamu je baake fente fo hormone mbunya bar mol milbe ba usenu bale nyanta mako la baake ni te palaso tano la ye fonyo
exactly
ba usenu manya na UDP manya statement of fang bon la ka fu ko memba ketentu la mba jayla Macky Sall ya ko min beke Senegal UDP nyaaje Macky Sall ay time always ka Senegal elu fa ka ko be kela wo ko la ma anata biralo ko presso bota le left right and center anata ko sa tete lola we atara mo jelle fa
in Senegal mo jelle menta mo jelle
ye won Navy sol
Alaji Haidara, I tried to apply, add you declined it, and you sending the request again.
Yajele ye won Navy sol penke pour ye kidol fango dila no ka Senegalais dingol bum
Ha
yo baroma wo kede bari ntel fanal la meo election la evening baro yo kuma kawo min fo kafu kombe alboy sol bula makela taxi flow no
exactly. And we have also bula and kabari dingol mune man I said find your chase here more be your life kat baba di bañol nene free la ke tia gas ko ke nothing came out of it absolutely nothing hansa be je wala ñam but they have the audacity come on invite question in that who the hell are these people.
Thank you. And what problem o beketa ye molu minulu lipaje nka moje mi yalon ka katasi major platform to Fafa Saga and Fafa is part of those junglers because Fafa MC Selombang ko for TikTok alombang Fafa the inside majum so
exactly
Fafa kate ma woke ni Fafa ma woke why not media house let our MC interview MC Selong MC
no appointment said but I can't call back he never did.
Yeah, because Gambia not fanal mako yo mandia. Nte last time Fafa benum bantabale I wrote it there. Silvo Bayo Sonko Olbe Kumaste Koika Fafa defend Lankaiko. You don't know anything about this. Do not defend something. It mean defend no because Fafa is your friend. Ilafte NIC phone call.
Not only that. Atebe will someone know la UDP de. As if UDP is so desperate. Why can't they jacket in Silvo Bayo Sonko la ko na barenke walende.
So sign let's go. Mimbi je wolom nyindiko. Okay. Sign ni nyim poro nyim Usman so sambana. Ndebe min fola kombonkol. Kombonkol.
Kombonkol la ko kambala fale.
Kombo dingulu billahi. Ni ma wulila alkalo ni la sefolu kama ye kumandi meeting la kombo yiriwa kafo. Ye kumandi ibe kombo be wafule koto ifangol be tumaranke yala kombo koto nko ika kordaje lefo abasanya na kumodo ngamela allegedly ka fule 109
where did Abasanya get that land from
Abasanya nata that buba sanya mi alonko ni minister min nata je ni permanent secretary je ka fo hanin lafta buba sanya nel ala nyinin ka how many kenole babu
exactly there you have it
how many kenole babulu combo so ntabe min fola combo dingule ila alfali min duwa iko pour yirwa kamolu sambana ye molu kundi wo combo kolye wo kele bari felenti ibe fangol la combo dingol uskan against them ibe la etala adama baro billahi nay alqur'anu mutaye kali keno jelle babula milkate tola ni ay milke modolu tolla anata la musona la dimba yalu be anala close associates Adama
like a prime location or letter Adama there's a big huge story building in Bakau right opposite Bakau Primary School at the Johnson ni bota na Bakau Sani Bako de bita Sabina Johnson towards Fajara ako matata muntumale Adama bina mole ala yara mamba soda mallo ngafi aning being a rent collector
exactly so sign nte Usman Sola na Usman fanan natale to cover up nyina nyin abasanya anim fana the havoc mimbe NPP because saying Adama Barrow alata mo minna NPP mo fulalom wolom Sidi Njie Demba Sabally bari ayalon ko hani martol ta ya ko libata folno ko Sidi Njie ke presidential candidate wala atina saying bar Demba Sabally fana ayaje ko Demba is not trustworthy anu Adama la bata Usman Soulale so ntebe min fola Gambian kole atuta Gambian kole you can see the Adama cycle Adama be minke kan Gambia non Adama is so tribalist and Adama laftale nabe neata be bola Gambia Adama be min feel kan ite tilimbali ya min beke Gambia dingul la million ke kelo kete Adama lafta nata bota president yala ay taraw enjoyment of fango ko mi yalon ko le tambita president yala Adama lafta nabota president yala e security tuabu Adama e security busi jamba usenula baraka security di mo furi ngolla
yes
ya understand Adama e bawsenu mutajanne ka doya alfami ya lonko ni aje bi la ni ambassador Jamal be embassy Jamal be yelering birim bawsenu mu foreign minister he appealed to those governments ka itandila ko
exactly
paso fango jonola and wolio luasol bondi kannenu num ya understand so min fanam be caring Adama kanyi min foko ha ako I traveling ban neki Kassa, yalon last year demonstration bala keta bring Adama tata UN.
UK, UN, New York Jack. And the same will back whether he comes or not. So I don't want to think. I don't think we're fools.
Okay. Flanjango fanang. Yalon America botan na diplomatol le expel like because ikamole tapale ya dundi America.
Exactly.
Last year Adama bita America mojel lebeje.
A plane load of people. Half of the plane.
For ma mojang pa modula program sana dahaba minka kodota mol bulu aka fo ko be visa America visa. So ya lonne ko americanol parete kamal sign andu ni la o pleno jita diplomatie fangte tarlaje ila manifesto nyindiron ibobe dile tellale la state department ba jubele ye mojelle sambana mojelle be murula ni wonte ngo ben da handlal num fan commune dron diplomatie lomu anin dunia la protocole barni america yaate adama famu taje ya sindije kay ko ni la molle nyimbe dundi nyoko jang ibabo bobe koni gambian ko lié do ñin doron non problème odi wala atine be ñimbe ke ka sambi bajala ñin padium fonko abe bolé kan ani World Bank IMF ibe kodi kuole to wolu bulu wali ya itandi la ko altelu last year damma only for few months alla ko do beta traveling to when you people don't have good hospitals alla bank ko kan konko beje altel ko do be kata traveling no tani workshop so say yalo Gambia they are very good ka project sa fo kede imagine wala yatina chief of staff fango atata for the people by the people so that is afoko ha nyili ka finti media to like diamu media ele because
right now they are so desperate they will do anything goes.
Thank you.
Anything goes.
So
then in the cabo they will block like
good be finti la media can because IMF la representative member Gambia wo bota jele sign maybe mo kutole binala so they want to go and write ye Gambia ji hani America Joe Biden minka speech safai Gambia la speech safela ni ya safe e pareta ya ye kubal keje mi yalon ko ta implementa ni ta si tubabol fanka bulo ko si yele ka fulo no nyimba ko mol kay isobe yatal bari me long because ibukante nyininke bukete nyininke ke telle nyininka so you know problem bar ni atara ko wol kananu Gambia ika finti silo ke ka mol nyininka nyimman sakunda be nyadi president min ka lo aka fo audit report mu imagination
it should not be trusted
cannot just understand bar ntebe min fola mole let us be very much careful and kombo dingulu yela alkalol ni la safol engage Usman Sow ya sambana ne bina lan sol le butala andu Adama ya sambana ne pour in case ni chocho kumata ko Adama etel lola butu atutetel NPP ko lebul ni anu e fatu balo ni wonten la hajiti
Exactly.
but we need to be prepared anu fulanjam mbe min fola Kassa ndebe min fola wobita UDP leka you see UDP
Yeah.
UDP atelo mu bankola everything alaka UDP la alfalu ijiko be nyami ijiko be nyami yindi be noma wala jiko mantara wo nyama sindi ye bondi telula because munon problem wot UDP la dinul be UDP la politiko tinyakan
Billahi, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Talibo konjira la audio moy mabano nga fale ni otorata ako député bumoto ako birita de be nyimotol talale camera banna solo ako UDP député ol fangol ako ka fogo nko ali tere abale na moto dina bang ako be contaniri mo bebe Sidi Njay embrace la mo bebe Fabakary embrace la bar ngalo go talibo fana be o fokane won fani
aba exaggerated, he's a liar. You know be Musa, you know Conte and UDP député ol mbuke fasa and I always call them out by names because we will not try to hold NPP and Adama Barrow account nga nyaka sintala so until the hajo be wala kan the NPP mo la hajo na haji fawto won kan Adama Barrow be wala for because I tell him the president NPP député ol na haji te kan because ndo man carte o faye MEC say good afternoon but na UDP député ol na UDP ko be to nyaale fula nyoye ngal di ngata o ngajanja. But UDP, some of these people are making the politics so hard. Nakelo, they're making it difficult. Ninga 10 steps or 100 steps, they bring ninga 10 steps it will control some back 100 steps later.
Yeah.
Abe in fighting Nafikaya. Who cares? We need somebody that will deliver. Yeah. We need a person member now. At least we know la menda. You nonsense click team yinne but click tab why the hate against Talib? Why are they so hateful towards Talib? And the old UDP more level. It is so sad. So sad. And even following the but Talib new alako Talib never flag bearer. And we will make sure that he wins. Whether they like it or not, B, I am declared, and anyway, before I even say the B, or everybody knows Conte, I always want Talib to be our flag bearer. And I'm saying it public. So whoever doesn't like it, you can stop talking to me. You don't pay my bills.
Anyway, yalong mimbije yalong ntelu na dipiteol enyanta kama ko bag hani atara ko iman interest ka ko be contest la for the next election. But UDP manna ka ko ntelu nyanta kala minority le député bungo. UDP want to complete. UDP dipiteolu moma foko isaye moto tale ya understand bari dukare policy kendo landi député because ni telu ko ye inatale yetele nyin tarajele ko kaitandi ko hay nyantale nimanyi moto taite fenkelate oto munati ne tello mun na loi dadalalti munane man policy kendo keje telle so policy kendo je so mbe min fole wolo mi
no policy kendo keje because that will not benefit them.
UDP la député ol mbafola bawseni andu ngalon ko dol ibe fan sambalale ko natan na moto la itande bawsen la naye o moto embrace
aye bay ni no taji aye bay ko wurundi ngo aye bay ko wurundi ngo fo bir
moto tale on yo mutual consent al mokana moto samana nyankana pare jan ni yake UDP be fengele nyala jang mi yalon ko abe kala UDP tinyar balete bawsenu kana songal ni député damal ni ñoo commandé ko alngan na moto sama ngata buña to itandal bawsenu akabula moto min kono wole be la moto ñaato ye moto samba ngoy koy telle moto samba sai iko puri ka futela molla tundo to no sai nominated member sol wala bita tundi jumal ibita tundi jumal munati nambe o moto di la wala may muna si sedabo farwa da jawara
for represent. Fabaka to have two cars on taxpayers. Barrow Mutodialale, Bida nominate. Nobody is talking about that. But if after the Purum to Natara come far in the UDP every time Natara will bash that. It's not going to work Talibo Konjira. We will deal with them, we will not sugarcoat anything, but if another left the men and tell Karamusa.
Yeah.
But Fabaka Tomonjata has a car. Akamone ko mole ako ha wo Barole ate soul. Baro, where the hell did Baro get that car from? Who gave Baro money?
I don't know.
And then you other cars you may pass a demo la kuteke. He got another one. So now he has two cars from the National Assembly on taxpayers. Sitting there the same thing.
The same thing. So
Kajumare represent. Why does we have to pay a $2.5 million for her? Momona Sisa Dabo, who is he representing? What is his name? Kewanying. I didn't nominate. Yes.
So because 2026 is a crucial moment for UDP. And UDP betaku kam baake député olu laftan na ko murundi la koma bawsenu asenyin député olu kumandi mo mantare dictate la laftale do ko ken telma fu ko yenana yelo ka fu ko be UDP laftana hani
UDP Yankuba ko he is disappointed in the UDP executive since this Kassa saga. They have not made a press conference or anything. But I really don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. No. On that one, I'm conflicted.
Imam press conference okay, but executive for Amadou Sane talk about it for executive.
Exactly. So I don't know whether a press conference is necessary because the thing is, UDP, whether they talk or not, people will always find the executive. They will find a fault.
You know, the Fanka dictator Samana because they want to hear everything from Bausing.
Exactly. And Bausing is not our spokesperson. Why? To say it. He's not our spokesperson. Why is Almana Friendin Tal there? What is his job?
So
let's call a spade.
Even Haniatrako at their personal level, the mantra diamu can kafo UDP lenkin and kadiam, but these are the executive of UDP and near fem for Molke Jelko UDP la executive for UDP la 12. Momadou Sabali is an executive member. He has been complaining about this thing, condemning it, every left, right, and center. So Allah fitamina what a kenola bows, we would not until la patio manke one man parties. Kafuko bows and Damala Yantana Lola Kakumolu for. But he
can hang that over his head for the rest of his life. Yamonega ko barba useno ko nimeko baro jiabe sambala code. Haniko nyankumendi we hello ko ba useno ko barote nonsense. Is that Bible useno's fault? But Usenu have not been in Baro government since 2019. But everything is a UDP, everything is by Usenu. It's not going to help work. But Usenu ba wulenka manta diam la manta fenkel. Nimema like too bad.
Kassa. Tumale famu ba Usenu chief of staff.
Don't start the chief of staff business here.
Kola ba Usenu jam. Dukare ngadani. Ni député ol kay ko laftanda motore sambale na yela blessing di molla kana kede ni waya na ke babe doya sotola
if anything he should cross them out
mo nyanta min doyal so mbedi am la député ol fanal alla motola lata alkana moto sambante la pati lidaya alla motola alkana samba pati lida birali alla o tanka motolu soto alma sambaje so nyim moto do alkana mol jawla ni aliya kala profile oluto ni analia kala DP to ni analia ke TikTok alia ke dawda ali nyawal no problem ngamo NPP député wala la ko ako ya samba maymuna
ya samba jende ko nyaawo video jele wo musu koloji mbalo ya meni musu record
yo
atele ko be dia wala ko nyaaji biate ke député oti maymuna fenkele whatever her name is maymuna balde mo sabali kataji
ako way duetele pour is pleno fana
so the pleno fana so
pafula dum kolye
obafula dum kena bankole to some of them fenko hali sayla bungol mu tirinti bungol le
ani ngo inila mol fama be dunna nyole yalon gambia dinul fonko le katara wolo bulu nyin counters lemna daskura ni nakite la moto bala wala perio e ka line bale duro line by kela pentro belo hos so mina kela ila ibela moto gare la bantabato le milia lonko wodi nimul le yow moto sange tele ibe ba folo ibe wol nenna wala kelipa bari be sate mol tarajele ko bi nga moyle nyamina lomba nyamina ko la NPP akaka diama ko talib tata je talib ila nawetano le sponsor akwa ko be kata NPP la executive ol ke sa fe ka ko be ke ime danku akoy ke nene la nkay wole fota la ni fonko bina sile si nyotura natale mano di yalla ye kodo di yalla yalla carte o ta ko te ke tela hajo la fo si nyaajel le ye nene
a fote la
il faut la le so kasa mbe bulala jambe bi modo laftana la bar Usman Sow la ko kombon kol ye wuli ila kenol ni ana akabara fonyi ni ana ata ke fonyi ha
Gambia bele nyanta gulla amanke kombo is West Coast fonyi fana ibita wo bele to hani bir kama nyambay forest alama baro ya sadaka wafi mol it's been going on for 2 years just imagine that banjur wo rabar di area to lawo joswang stinkoda kamalo woto bele wafita nothing, no reserve land is left, nothing.
Anu kasa ni manke la topico de bare minala woto kule be caring na sand mining na sand mining aketa family entity leti lansino kadi nyami ha kasa
Gambia
ko kisi baki yaje NEA National Environment Agency ya ni inyanta lansino sur la purga sand mining ke ekata geology they work in collaboration with NEA for National Environment only. So there is one man mi alonko atele marata kalansino ludi ala name is Lamin Samate anin Dr. Ahmed Samate Kumba minka denanol fa ke njo surround Samate health minister Lamin Samate and Indian Samate, they are cousins.
Yeah.
So, bari, yajele sand mining mimbe banjul mil balanta rohi malik lo bulu.
Wale bankamane nyol le fango.
Bankamane wolu amankete lansino mankete fawta de min tamu lansino ti is Alaji Samate. Wala mu Dr. Mane la immediate brother bakiling fakiling. Nyin Dr. Samate la brother.
Alaji Samate membe steru no Maryland ja.
Malon de ntama alabe dadamin. Alaji
Samate ani Usman Bojang musela moy nanga connection of way Alaji Samate ani Usman Bojang même governor of West Coast they are best of friends for over 25 years. In fact, it will never staying in the same subdivision in Maryland. I know them because we were neighbors.
Okay.
Alaji Samate in Bakau.
Alaji Samate and Dr. Samate bakiling fakiling.
I know.
So ni Alaji Samate wole wo mining lansino soto mimbe banjo. So this Alaji Samate ala lansino ateleata aya luasi ni bankamane mimando ku soto America. Ani borbanata Gambia milieu company ni milieu wole alaji la lansino ni luasa bulu. So sai munebe caring momo lafta sand mining la ida kachubelombang katonomba muntolombang ikata apply ning Lamin Samatele atelebe EIA at National Environment Agency ika apply telea because director mimbe NEA Dauda Baji ni tata niya Dauda Baji fananka consultation okay nyin Lamin Samatela because Dauda man ku kalamuta de tonya mosi tonya fo NEA la director man ku kalamta he is sincere with the job ya advice me naka woleke he wanted to do the right thing so but I am to ko Lamin Samate atema Lamin Samate ni nyinu la connection a malon ko Lamin Samate woni Alaji Samate kata Dr. Samate wol mu badi ngollet so ñing la ikamuneke NEA la director la ka file ko no kana ñing approve ya understand so ni ka kana approve wo fanam buka approve andu ñin Lamin Samate la ñanta ka lansino di obviously ni NEA la director ko Lamin Samate ko lansino di abadi la ba Lamin Samate kay tan dalal ko kana approve so abuka song ya approve ya rafan ñin Lamin Samate wolu munebe caring ñinunu be bankamane wala ñin company ye karfa jole londi sigrit karfa jole beje so bari be jikirin jumale fanana yalo niye the Civil Service Commission niyo fanana head jube Dr. Samate Famalom head wala atna Dr. Samate buka jijano because wol nibe mo bayla ko kata wolle ka review. So these Samate are very strong now in Gambia thanks to Fatumata Baro and Adama Baro. So this Lamin Samate abe NEA tinya kanne Gambia dingul ka sand mining apply le aka balanka dila simply because of ika kodole diatela and
what we're saying is the fact, is the honest truth.
Ntete odankula fa inya Kassa
Gambia be ila fen WhatsApp dibe nga message information say but don't read it out loud.
Okay mba check mbe o telephone lo use.
Okay.
So Lamin Samate, this Lamin Samate mimbe NEA atele muila EIA heti atele ka nyi sand mining lansino nyi atele ka approve. He's somebody me along ka mantra doko keka with sincerity abe tinyaro le keka andu abe corruption le keka. So the Samate families are in control of the sand mining niye momofo because ye muneke ye embargo le ke ko nyinule le ko nali kenyo di momo nali kenya sindula di nyinu lante la kenyo te sana because banjul la kenyo mambete ako kato ka wala bunju.
Let me tell you a personal experience. Nga kenyo sambajo nga samana suoko kenyo half be mu mboso fatolet niani cemento mix abuka work
amambeta no kenyo mambeta ya jere fa ibe sila do ko minna ye kenyo la fonko ta wolman som banjul la kenyo to because ko kenyo nyi mambeta so andu embargo be laari nyindolu kan modol ye wo apply wala application ol be laari bulu e manson ka approve because ko ni wala kenyo ni wol ta approve dorom mota nyin kenyol sanna banjul andu ni ma nyin kenyo sam banjul nyin alaji Samate Lamin Samate wolu ila nyin mafia groupe mi yalon ko ka kodo dila banka mane wala nyin company ka kodo di telula ite kodi dile la andu wol fanal be findila la saybe wañar lale so pour Adama Barrow sa lonko nyine be kerim banko kan nyin moliye banko tale min diate bake kan Gambia dingulu be sularim pour ka do koke andu Adama le ko abe 150 job andu ne nyin kenya sindula di mola maf ko kenya sindula di mola yeta ye mola dula be tinya hani wol fanal la social corporate responsibility nyanta kala
exactly
andu muna fango kake even the minister Job is part of the ring because Job there is something being happened this telephone time they need to be careful. Job modone ne ate Job kolle ka fo Mario ko ha nga director of NEA kolla ka be meeting la da ite amira ko minister se director ka fa ko meeting. So imagine so this Lamin Samate ndebe sularin fanga ala natalo le fanan jola ba on tanga NEA lo ntekatanu NEA bakele ntekatanu NEA ba bakele ngajire lonne comme bulu ba bulo bar ni Lamin Samate ma fonka aji jeba malom bari nga NEA wo lonne so mimbi je wolo nyinti ko ndelafta min fola Dawda Badjie the director mimbe NEA let him be careful. Iba use andung them politicians ye mili use pour que former NEA la director ka bondi je tonya kante because wo NEA la director baranta le kalansino isu nyimbanjul mining molia former NEA director so ya bondi biri ya wo bondi e ko foya samba petroleum le as deputy permanent secretary I resigned ako because wo man kala filthy. That's very sincere, very honest person. I think his name is Mr. Trawale. Dudu Trawale. Very person, very honest. Inyanta Trawale yola kuolo, very honest person. Atelebe ninje a balantale ka lansino di nyimbanyu ngolo. Bari biri ya samba the same politician ola because these Samate families are there. Ya bondi. Biri ya bondi ya samba petroleum. Ako petroleum mankala filthy are resigned from Gambia government. So mbe wole fola Gambia no le this Lamin Samate, Alaji Samate, Dr. Samate family lom plus Dr. Samate farmer is in defense of them. So kule be caring Gambia mi alongo the Samate family are now responsible of mining sector. Abaraka bage Kassa. Thank you.
Abaraka Musa. Before yeta, there is a comment I'm reading from Mohammed Fajalom Jaba Nembak. Ako, with all due respect, please clear Lamin Samate. I don't know which Lamin Samate he's referring to. Are you talking about Dr. Samate or Lamin Samate?
Lamin Samate, the guy working at NEA.
Okay. Ako.
Ila EIA la head.
Ako, with due respect, please clear Lamin Samate from this. He is innocent. Samate does not give, where did it go? Don't comment, I post that up. Ako, Samate does not give license. It is geology that gives license. Samate gives environment approval. That is to say that the project has little or no impact to the environment. But how do you know? Are you there sitting with this Lamin Samate? Are you his secretary? How do you know he does not give a license? Just because his job title says one thing, does it under Adamabaro, does it mean that you don't do other things? No. How sure are you? You cannot come here and dispute what we are saying. We know, we're speaking what we know.
Kassa,
you may know one thing, but that does not make it a fact.
Let me explain here, Kassa.
Mohammed Jabang. Go ahead, Musa.
If Lamin Jabang gave
Mohammed Jabang. Yalo Gambia, that's the problem.
Good.
Ni Itolia moment long, whether you're friends with that person or whatever, they don't want you to speak the truth about that person. They always default to jump and criticism make but because taxpayers employ him. So if we feel like he's doing something wrong, we will criticize him unless and until you give us a concrete fact, evidence to throw out what we say. Until then, we were going to talk about him. Mohammed Jabang. I hope that's clear with you.
Let me explain.
You can silence us. Go ahead, Musa.
Let me explain. Look,
exactly.
Okay.
And you said that here.
Approval.
Thank you. NRA for NRA.
Approving this Lamin Samate. He's the one responsible of approving. He's a collaborator to the Lansing because obviously Minka approve because one of last stage new approval also to like a Lansing also.
Don't mind him.
So I don't know this Lamin Samate. Isubani minute melong, but there are Gambians who wanted to invest. You understand? Andung wolu itata through the right channel la ni manta right channel la andung environment of fanang ebe environment of min dikan wolu mune be social corporate responsibility wolu yo obligation olu yol fenkel. Look, I do not want to name the politicians but mbe min fola jang this Lamin Samate wolu ilaftale fango pour ye NEA la director ni ya bondi. This is the plan. So time, in fact, the politician Yamin Kumandi, I tell Lamin Samate Kumandle. So let this boy, I have 5 politicians Lamin Samate Kumandi. I don't want to name them. Where Lamin Samate Kumandile, Lamin Samate Kaiko non tente director le manson. Yatra Lamin Samate ko director kom kana song. So you see the double standard what Lamin Samate is playing.
Kasi Muhammad la after mo Lamin Samate 𝒂𝒄𝒏 bondi jam.
Dauda Baji, I maybe from he's from Foni. You understand? But more ya lonko abedoko ke kan with honesty. So inyanta I doko ke na fanga ya baralata Lamin Samate minna ya mutako ni Lamin Samate. We are working for the interest of the country. Lamin Samate for his pocket. Andung abene nepotism le samba kananje because Lansino abokolo ko pharmacy ngoto nyim borol minketa je Samade Lansing do dia bari musor. So
exactly. So I for the man ketonya.
You see what they are doing? So what kind of munebe caring Gambia?
Nepotism bari?
Afoken no nye ko na la fita wala let him come out I na nyin defend mbe kaitol fintin kaitol panel kaitol bembulule
abulaje go la fel Lamin Samate la sekerele bonde
kaitol afay kaitol bijele de kaitol bijele andu mol minul yalon ke jo secretly ngawo belon ne ka jelle di momo la ngebelon so let him not push off. So Gambia government could check it ya jude munebe caring yeta banka mane wala yetela accounting office ya jube kodo jelle ka emboss at the end of the month e ka mo jelle jo salary la minulu ya lon ko mantra do ko
mane ni fenkela connection o alaji sabatala connection o I'll tell you it's through Usman Bojang, West Coast governor. Usman Bojang and Nini Alaji Samate, they are neighbors of mine in Maryland, and I know them personally.
Okay.
So Banka knows Usman Bojang through in politics in Kuala. That's the connection. So obviously, Banka situation, we all know that. So Usman Bojang and Alaji Samate link up because of through this sand mining. But that's another topic on a different day. So before we close the program today, because I have to go in 10 minutes or less. Kendin Dolem, there's a 72-year-old man. That's the guess. That's the tea for today, the gossip. 72-year-old man, Sylvanus Johnson, what are the IGP of Gambia sue for violating his right? Malo wo munekede, but he arrested, he detained for over 72 hours. So upon IGP sue. So guess what? He won. He won against the IGP. So Ablai Sanyang is to pay this man $40,000 for violating his right, for detaining him for over 72 hours. So Sangameno, we do have our rights. We do have the laws. Even though the laws don't work, 99% of the time they don't work. But we will take the 1% chance to fight for our rights. So there is hope. He's a 72-year-old man. His name is Sylvanus Johnson.
Jojo. We have very good judges in
Gambia. Yeah, Jojo.
Some are
Justice A22 Osai. Namere Nigerian.
Yo, dolu beje wolmu mo kendo like Justice J. Wolmu mo kende balleti be ku Gambia. Bari Jojo dolu beje. Ning asan milne asan jallo wol kata sidula killing cafe mi wala ye futi ifawol futi nyang ya manyo kak wolete jojuti wolmu machinery sol ledi so hanisa na judiciary is a hope bejele because mo kendolu bejele minulu ya lon ko they are willing.
Yes, I hope Alaji Bora can sue them too. Even Muhammad the failed veteran.
No,
nobody have your time here. You're here for attention, and it's not going to happen. See, you're not even listening. This is how crazy you are. You're here, you're not listening, but you're here to defend because you have your guards up. Who said Alaji Sabate works for the NEA? Yeah, this is how they go and tell lies. I want to Alaji Sabate work for the NEA. Go somewhere. In fact, I'm about to block you from commenting here. Ban you from commenting.
No, can I delete Abulaje for reference purpose?
No, I delete, but I'm going to ban him from commenting.
No, Abulai comment. Yalo, Kassa, the thing is, Gambia la kuobe koleala back.
Yeah, because of people like him. Itoye kapare wefo. And the father the oye nungo newo. But until then, I mean, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, go drink some hot honey.
Time tabang yeta si esanseri kilinto ebe mo jelle jalaje ani fuel kupono kana amantra man nda dokul hani taxi driver eka government fuel kupono jebu
Musa
now,
I don't have to go sit at the gas station more ka bente famo sort of fuel kupeno la ka ko ningata afonye ko nyankumendem
imagine
me yalonko I'm not qualified to have it. It's supposed to be for the people, the staff that are doing the job. They're not doing the job, but they're selling it. It's a full coupono talent. I without to be one day here.
But anyway, Nebula, you know, Mufonko, the African Yeko, ala Lamin Samate, Nala as a Finti, and I have to defend Msekaito Bondi, Msekaito Bondi. Molsa ko budung ni kaito fanambe fania fanam fola abe koila telale. You see this Samate family, Samate's father was a seasoned civil servant in that country.
In Baka, I know them. I grew up with most of them. He's older than me. I grew up with his younger sister.
Good.
Any minute that father. woman tell age mate la certain ti demanding wodo content financiata woti bari keba mani woman age mate a certain maybe a couple of years but we grew up together in Bakau. So this man just need to go sit down somewhere. If you don't like what we're saying, why are you here?
Adingo mumuna health minister ngalongo he is not proud of that son. No, honestly.
None of them are.
No,
none of them, including Lamin Sinan, some of them
So Alaji Samata didn't do anything wrong. He applied for the lancing. Nati ala lancino di molula. Even though hani atrako abadi ngole be siring NEA mi alon kaka approval ke and wo approval ole kata geology na lancino di. Geology maybe geology malon ko nyilmu badi ngole leti they wouldn't know. You understand? But maybe alon nole andu mobe alon ko Gambia ni be fen apply la woto ikata ni bag dolla ye ko do yalla ne mu nek dan def sulata kayti dolla ya pour ndingol ye kayto dada itata mistake tola biri mistake ta tola je fawdo de janni be kayto kitanya nan ko ala natala ali akinya nam fa nga vet biri nga kayto jube ron ko je baral man to man spell ko ñew ko fana ala place of birth min bala passport o bala aning altel ka place of birth ale damin kije is different e ko ñako no problem tije fen ngoy mum problem tije fali amra ñin kayto ko min bala passport o bala ngawle kiyale na lu keje so yala ne mu nek e ko ñako no ñin amanke problem di ngoy auto sign ba amanke problem di this is official lafitale ale covering letter safenye with letterhead alias stamp alias o lafa kandro alias itandi fonkolu ndelle fama ya keten because na system obeten na system e konyo ko okay what a problem e konyo bari be $1,500 le jola nkoy no problem nkoy ko alse risito fananka bala le risito klipa bala e konyo risite jang nkoy ali amante kalama
tele poso le ko
mbatu nkoy ko je risite je ko ha ko je man sakunda be ko do jola je risite je agonyo go no na keba risite nganta man kela kebati de ila mo info nkay ko nalma risite keje otal kayto mutaje nyina kadiyaliye ale Gambia dingul la time waste yaawna nkoy ko ni risite je ndoma min tata je akonyo o findita banda en kon akonyo ko abula rek ngadile afa nkay billahi ni ya dila na kaytol be samba ye Hanover na musobula I'm not going to do anything with you anymore nkay lolu ndebe siri social media mba fala mo lal kana nyinge ndebe nkay ka adila ajube wo bota je wala nyama nge kumandi nkoy ko mina kuma kilina folali nte Musa sedi mbe social media every time ko en ka findin ka mo la kumof andal felenta al kontangal tel e ko no sai mbadu ko no bringa social media fo ko no sai mbel na website o kile nanne den ibe ibitala jeleto ye request ke ya cancel den na system o kono al lafta minna je be wala safela je lafta ato ane ala place of banning fonko request o nyinte be wala fenkela je den ni wonata na system o to den automatically mba falina la to that system ngoy ko muna nal mo fonye kabiral
of the first place. Yeah,
you see what is so will be Gambia government la system already. So this kind of corruption at a bono la Gambia. You see, Kassa, bila hanite fam mi yalon ko luolu be siri social media. Ni e samba office to. Ni balanta yale gamuneke office o kono.
Ha.
Luolu be kela office o kono. Wala iko Kassa ate a negative tale. Ise siborje fo ete fango nyori la office o le ye fono. Because
yes. I know that.
Yalla munati nan na permanent secretary soli kat wolle recycle la dulal to tari fo modol tije mil se do ko keno
exactly very sad
imaje nyo ko mbombo janna nimi yo kuruyage fa fengera ngamire badi ngoy wala fo fenge Ibrahima Sisa ko niano mbenga na maka ngata hijol
o ngabe jara bo fa so nganyu lipaje fo ga
na mandala ambassador la Rosia you are able to. So Kassa abaraka bage anyway
Musa, thank you so much. And thank you to all the viewers.
But when you wrap up on the Samata family, I have no ill feeling against them. I have no ill feeling against Ahmed Samate. He was a health minister. Me along kontel be applaud janne biringa nata. But niajem be complain la kola. We have all seen how our hospital is, and in Samate la doku nyabe nyami. Le COVID time o kono jang ambulance mil botanon toki wolule ne campaign watu ambulance mil distribute wolule
ambulance le Musa ya 450 ambulances le iko wole be distribute ye line up ye pare ko ke mo man na feje ko de
yale ko ni bota meeting la fonde ko ni comme ni alkali min na ko sate wala ambulance lo nyindi ya di alkalo ni meeting le kana ambulance ko le kade bul wol nyam.
For real?
So
where are those bosses? Uncle Keme saying Jame many commission no from Turkey to Gambia. Half of those Adamabaro Walter Ayekala NPP bosso to repaint. Ayeke NPP bosses.
But ituje wala tina the next commission molbe diamula nyoye niano yafoko niminata malafi which one
we will which one to whether the ate or piate we will call it whatever you want
because mfama man na Facebook okeno akola hani saying wala mu na sister Fat Toure to show my solidarity to her Fat Toure nte fama na buka beng ntelo mu moluti
is criticize
ntelo molti milialon kon ka fa ko softale aka baro government nyaani ninne nte fama ko mol konole milialon ko bari ngalon ko Fat Toure is very professional in her job. You understand? Andung baro nyanta minkela nga ala chief of staff la diamo mo le for the people by the people
malo membo in tol sisa kundan kolka bari ni
antara tonya fola wala tina wo Musa Jeng atekata fi mu jube lal tije wolum because he is always favorable atekatu wol favorable ama afama man kuma soto alon ko man kuma le soto be mim fola ndebe mim fola Fat Toure wala mu nyinti ko I focus ala doko kan ala professional abe min ke kan and no bullying could stop her.
No form of bullying or intimidation will work. Atekela bi atekela soma
government
niano mendi ate be yafo Gambia mune beje 60 ha intere nyi kejetere so what for katala tairi it ifo mole bala o koma who cares ni yaklin do manga million de loyma but we will not stoop to their level and be ranting like mad lunatics. Fat Toure, you are loved and continue doing you.
Kassa ni mo odumo tel dindiya wato ke ba dole be kama fenke something banguraka ikaka bua tantango le ma
why bua tantango
mo jamal le alonde ni wo manu modol ka jabur le bari aje birim Fat Toure diamuta dolu be jaburli sayin kuma balu kumolu be folantel metel danku ntel la boycott wo be livre na han sayin
exactly
be mam be found le boycott la hani lafitan si Facebook sam enzafo 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 ay boycott han fin la Facebook so mbe min fola Fat Toure ntel lata Fat Toure la kumola itel kamin be pintim pantang man le tel la kumala e buluje ni ano Sadio Bangura thank you image do ya safe jang wala ya lo Sadio wala ka boata ndonko sinu so Fat Toure continue ala doku kendola akana partisan ay right soto le bawo karteo ba bulule na tata karteo akala karteo fay moye ni ano ya accuse jam ni ko Fat Toure mu ker UDP le nda fananko ker NPP lom nda Musa fananko ker Fatou mu ker NPP leti
and Kassa TV is ker UDP.
Yeah, exactly. So how is that?
Maybe Fat Toure she's been professional. We're not professional because we don't own nobody. We're not journalists. I've never sat in a journalism class. We're just here to talk shit and facts.
Kassa muntumale na running father interview la dung na women's lounge na running father jare fange fafa walo fa bari
I'm going to block you right now.
That's why I go digul ko muna na yembula
ngo bana salugo angajele nka ko hey akonye munete be jahan sa akonye mbak mbe bola salole mba make sure ye sayde bota na dawe ka ko continue be mambo Gambia jade yamba da ko sa ako nyete da tina mbuka sonna na la manuka kay ma wolo nyele
open di bawsen lafta minna bawsen ya
I know, right?
ya tros baake bari butun yalong dunia la be o nyama afaye ko han kabintel na hormone bunya baye mba respect la we all understand ala situation be nyami be alon ne mimbe keri mo manke chafar toti
Yeah.
we all know apuni mbe ngalon ne Gambia bitaka nyami bari mimbe laban ne ka woleke mimbe okay mintel laban na don't do that ite mari kanatu sakulo le kono do be mini ne fayete bolaw sakulo kono so mimbe bondla sakulo kono drom woke Gambia de Gambia mu UDP ni aje nko
no dem
tendema bake ya kata ibe manya minna ye manyalu falling ya kata luwa kendole na saye moto kutol sodol nkana député ila musol nak problème wol be wol bulu sign moto kuto nata manyolu bina baraka thank you
mambala manyo nala de bari tingal ne kon teddingo nendi nakki en kadingo yaya mente wota manyo nyine ate manyo nyine because
amun defa la député wol di bari ndefa la député frenol be jele ka fo mole ko musabe kam farin kamala ngoy billahi ntama kam farin kamala
maybe kiago la wobulu ko si tole o mod la même si c'est même ko atati da kerfatu bini interview ñu be conduct la in Mandinka imagine his audacity muna kiyan kanene tata taranna min tole fo kiyan ko atati ko ha certain things atati ko no Mandinka ka imagine this foolery kiyan ko la tole ya
got mo wo hello
I saw the text Bila ka fana yaja aka suddum aka si aka English fo aka ay aka dipitoti ndeysaan kiyanko jafurta molbol yala nyi buatanta woni ako si kiyanko le folo ka jafur molbol but anyway let's just laugh about that. I will wrap the show up till Thursday
ne dukare na degree holder solu sai mo jamal le bi university yaje ntengamira na député wol le fam nyanta ka wolle nyanta ka intellectual wol ti dan na minister technocratsol wol nyanta ka la député wol le because mimbije yalon wala na Momodou Sabally would be very instrumental na be no nyin député
but when they fought to the nail prakana dunje but I'm glad a replacement is doing him justice because Mohamed Kante is no nonsense deputy. I wish he have more support compared to some of our UDP members, National Assembly members. Even though Mohamed Kante is independent, but he's more like a UDP candidate, a member. That's what we want, a UDP member, a National Assembly member to be fighting for. The poor people. But you know, man, anything goes.
Wolbe parola eman samba jalloje lungu minna abitala kerfaru konte birinta ngajente ngamen Nigeria nolbe
you want samba jallo
nyamina la dibito min ka fuko halisa momi ya lon ko jang itel tata baro ya janne kay kon teleni e coalition o ke e nyantan o lulle kala ministre ate fambe o molle ko nakata si buba wala nango buba gaji ko ela nyim bantaba programme is a very important program e nyanta telephone yele wato fanan sotolale isaje banku dingul fanali e talu fo you know banku dingul fanal se tafo e minulo wodo o samba jallo wolle sitaje ko adama baro ko ntelle late kanja amad bada mama nyanna kala ministre dem fanal nyanna
exactly yeah we remember all that
be mbatan la nko nyina bebe je ka kodibal dila janka fonkol keje ke korob janne seku maron hayna jana bare sai e buga responding ke audio la birila kayto be larin kiti bundo yalon aman jari ka foko UDP nyin samba kiti la ko be ganyelalde because we all know our kangaroo court
exactly our kangaroo courts in Gambia but it's the principle behind it
buru in the future fango ni ibajala ko ni mansakunda sobe onata nimbe nyimol sambala commission do ba fulele ko bari ya faliyele you would have resigned at that time because alialo no the judiciary is not independent that time but al balanta alka in fact alla audio felent wala nan ko kal say audio reply o ali ke kwato rambo jata mimbi alon ko atebe south africa itelbe minna je wallahi abe fele mbulo kono jabari
ambo ndeysaan
abaraka
adama baro le nyimbeke imam fenkeje lamin boja ala pati to di mem bota biri ya mutawo kae
ya bayde
ha
boko na do ko na responsibility to nyande pati mo la bay because
I'm not serious.
Pati mo ya bay
Why? But Musa Baraka, so much. I have to go. Thank you guys very much. We'll be back here on Thursday, inshallah, with more juice and more gossip. But even though it's called gossip, it's all facts. We always back our gossips up with facts. So if anybody gets hurt because we're speaking the truth, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for you. You can either go hug a transformer or you drink hot milk. These are your two choices. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.